To sell 4 former Grand Rapids public school buildings has the city's mayor saying that the taxpayers were deceived.
To make up for difficult financial times, the district sold Oakdale, Eastern, Lexington, and Stocking schools. 24-hour News 8 Steve Kelso spoke with George Heartwell today and joins us now with what soured the transaction. Steve.
Yeah, good evening, Sue. The mayor says an 11th hour change in the plans for the Oakdale school here should not sit well with the taxpayer or with the school district. And tonight, it's certainly not sitting well with him.
It's a win all the way around.
The school board decided to sell 4 schools to a Detroit area developer for over $2 million. Those schools, Oakdale, Eastern, Lexington, and eventually Stocking, are sold to Ojibwe Development. The plan is that all of the buildings will become apartments.
So for months, this has been before the staff and the citizen volunteers on the Planning Commission being developed as a residential project.
The district wins because it gets rid of antiquated buildings. The city wins because it will collect taxes from the property and because the developer has agreed that any land not used will be donated back to the city and used as parkland and green space. And that, the mayor says, all sounded well and good. But on the very day the papers were signed transferring possession of these properties to the new owner, he came back to City Hall. This time, he said his plans for Oakdale School had changed.
Day of closing.
You gotta figure this fella had this in the back of his mind originally, right? You don't just show up with your new partner.
I think that's a very, very safe assumption to make.
Ojibwe announced that it had sold Oakdale to National Heritage Academies for use as a charter school.
The way that it was sold to the district and all the documentation, it was clear that he had an ulterior motive and was having conversations that he did not share with the district.
I don't trust this developer. He's acted in what I consider to be a deceitful fashion with us.
The mayor says he's not opposed to a charter school here, he just resents the tactic. The school district says they've already reached out to the new charter, offering their cooperation. They say lesson learned. As for the neighbors here, well, a lot of them are actually relieved because they didn't want a big apartment complex in their neighborhood anyway. Ojibwe Development, we couldn't get a hold of them today, so I can't really tell you what they had to say. Live in Grand Rapids, Steve Kelso, 24-hour News 8.